Hi guys, and welcome back to the 12 Days of Christmas Ideas. This is a red macaron. I don't even know what flavor it is, but I love it. Anyway, so over the past few days, you've seen all kinds of great ideas. How to distress your shirt, how to make a great bow. If you like it, then you should put a bow on it. And I know that some of you think bows are old-fashioned, but really, Kate Spade and Tiffany and some of the biggest companies made the bow famous. In fact, some of my favorite shoes, the Valentinos, have those big bows on them, and bows can be very iconic. They've never really gone out of fashion, and there's nothing as beautiful as a gift with a bow on it. So learning to make that bow was great. But today, on this day of Christmas ideas, I want to encourage you to do something really, really, really great. Every Christmas at my house, when my nieces and nephews come over, they head straight for the Christmas tree. They don't very much say hi. They don't take their snowshoes off. They don't do anything. They just go to the tree. And they go to the tree for one thing in particular. It's to find a tiny green pickle. Now, somewhere in the tree over the last few years, I hide that pickle. And all year long, my nieces, my nephews, my friends, my family, everybody knows that in the tree there is a pickle. And whoever finds the pickle gets a free present. They get an extra gift. And so it's sometimes it's a massacre. The little ones are searching up in the boughs, and the older ones are looking for the pickle because they know there's a really great extra prize, a gift for the person who finds it. Now, the challenge really for me is trying to hide that pickle where nobody can find it. It's not easy, but it blends right in. Now, they say that's an old German tradition, and I don't know if that's true, but in my house, that's a tradition. It's something that we do every year. I look forward to doing it every year, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. Today, I want to tell you that one of the most important things that you can do at Christmas time, and I want you to do it in 2020, is to make your own traditions. Now, that seems like elementary stuff, and everybody knows this, but you know what? Make your own traditions that's more suited to you and your family. In fact, don't jump on the elf on the shelf craze. Everybody does that. You want to make traditions that mean something to you. I know you probably like the elf on the shelf, your kids like it, but take that tradition and put a twist on it that makes it more meaningful to your family. I think that really is what makes Christmas, the season itself, memorable for people. Apart from the fact that Jesus is born and we're celebrating the birth and the shepherds and the manger and the stable and all of that, it's about how we get together every year. I look forward every year to the things that I do with my family every single year. So I said a few things I want you to know about making your own traditions. You can start this year. The first thing, it's never too late to start. Don't think, well, my kids are grown and it's too late now. It's never too late to start a tradition. And you want to do something, don't try to do the biggest thing. This pickle cost me $3 about 15 years ago, but it doesn't matter. It comes out every Christmas, and people leave the $30 ornament. I do have a couple of those from Paris, but they go after that $3 pickle, and it's the same one every year. So it's never too late to start a tradition. I always find that the best way to do it is not to stand there and explain it to everybody. Just ask people. The first time you do it, tell them what to do. Get a kid to do it. And last year my sister-in-law found the pickle and got a makeup set. The year before, I think one of my friends found it. The year before, my nephew found it. So it's a different person every year. Sometimes I put it way up high, sometimes I put it way down low. It doesn't matter, but it's never too late to start. The next thing is make your memory meaningful. You don't want to do something as a tradition that you like, but nobody else cares for. If you're a mom, then making cookies with your kids is probably a tradition for you, but one day they're going to be 22 years old or 27 years old with their own children and may not show up at your house to make cookies, and the tradition will die. They'll have a memory of it, but if you want a long-lasting tradition, choose something that you can do together forever. Or even if you're miles and miles apart, you can make cookies, you can FaceTime it, but you can take the tradition up a notch by, instead of making cookies, make a special kind of cookies that's very particular to your family on purpose. if that makes sense. You know, if your family loves raisins, just dump raisins in a chocolate chip cookie. It's awful, but it's yours. And it will become something that your family will always tell their family and their children and their children's children. We used to make the weirdest cookie. But when you say things like, yeah, so I baked cookies with my grandma, and who didn't? Right? Because everybody baked cookies with your grandma. But it's such it's a twist when you add some personality and some intimacy to your traditions. And it can be as simple as adding a mystery ingredient into your cookies every year. Number 3, make it fun. It's so important that whatever it is, your tradition is, it's fun. Even if it's sentimental, make it sentimental fun. Don't make it everybody washes the dishes together, or we all clean the house. No kid loves that. Okay, very few kids love that. But make it something, maybe it's the weird photo, you know, where everybody dresses up like an abominable snowman. I don't care what it is, you know. It just has to be that thing that's particular for you guys, but something that's fun, where you're a teenager, even if they complain the whole time, they still have a good time doing it. I haven't found a single person yet who complains about trying to find that pickle to get an extra gift, because the gift is a good one. And even though someone like, you didn't even hide it in here, it's not in here, auntie, I'm not even gonna look anymore, they're still looking because it's fun, right? So whatever it is that memory is, make it a fun one, and it's gonna be terrific, I promise. Number 4, the last thing about making your memories or making your own family traditions, don't forget to be consistent. You've got to do this a couple years in a row. You know, if you don't do it, if you do it this year and don't do it next year, then by the 3rd year, it's not a tradition. It really only takes 2 consecutive years in order for a thing to become a habit. And if it's something that's fun, if it's something that's memorable, and if it's something that's meaningful, people will ask you. Your kids will say, are we going to do that again this year? Or did you hide the pickle this year? Or blah, blah, blah. Are we making those raisin chocolate chip cookies this year? Whatever it is, it will become the thing that you do. Now, I know this isn't very spiritual, and all you preacher girls are like, where's the hallelujah here? Well, that's tomorrow. Today, it was all about what you can do this Christmas to make it more memorable for you and your family. Start family traditions, and that's my next 12 days of Christmas. Great Christmas idea. Merry Christmas, guys. Hey, if you have one, I would love to know what your tradition is, especially if it's one of those strange ones. Maybe we might copy one of your fantastic traditions. And I know baking cookies with your grandma and Elf on the Shelf, those are taken. Don't even say those. But if there is anything else that's unique to you, and don't say going to the mall to take a picture with Santa either. It's a weird thing when 32-year-olds are sitting on the poor man's lap. Thank God there was a little bit of, you know, social distancing. You can't even do that anymore. But let me know what your tradition is. Write it down in the comments. I really want to read this one. I'm not just saying that, I want to read your comments. So let us know what your family traditions is. Remember to like this podcast, or like this video if you enjoyed this, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. You click the bell so you get notified every time. Remember, this is 12 days long. The best stuff is still to come. It's gonna be amazing, and you're gonna love it. Who knows, I might even cook something. No promises, we'll see. But yes, let us know what your traditions are, and the one that's my favorite, you're gonna win something as usual, because it's Christmas time and we love to give away. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you again tomorrow on the 12 days of Christmas ideas. Merry Christmas. Done. Is it good?